Join me in the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the Bryan Board of Public Affairs meeting for September 6, 2022. Before we start, I'd like to thank the Vice Chair for filling in for me.
Oh, you're welcome.
So we can finish our family vacation. First on the agenda is to approve the minutes of the August 16th, 2022 meeting. Board, you've been supplied with a copy of those minutes. If there are any corrections or questions?
I see none, Jim. I'd like to make a motion that we accept August 16th minutes as written.
Second. Dick?
Yes.
Karen? Yes. Jim?
Yes.
Annette? Yes. Tom?
Yes.
Next is a hearing of public concerns. Anyone present tonight that would like to address the board that's not on the agenda?
Unaccustomed as I am to talking to groups of people, I'm J.D. Orendorf. I live at 1416 Summerfield Lane in Autumn Chase. Tom, if you would take a look at that and spread that among your fellow members. In the nearly 50 years since I became a part of the community of Bryan, I've heard the mantra over and over and over again, buy local. You even use it in your sign. So when you stopped offering cable, we opted to go with your internet service, even if it didn't include any channels. But it would be the conduit through which we could still access the channels we wanted to watch. I'm a firm believer in buying local. I would take exception with one word in your logo. Not in reference to the electric or water utilities, the guys on South Main Street are still busting their hump fixing a leak. But when we're talking about your internet offering, it's not reliable. The list I just gave Tom, you could share that. That's 3 weeks worth of outages. And look at how long some of them are. Reliable doesn't apply, at least for some of us, at least in the Autumn Chase area, perhaps other parts of the city of Bryan. When you stopped providing cable TV, there was some understandable consternation on the part of your customers, understandably so. I fully understand your decision to stop offering cable. It just made good business sense. After clearing the hurdle of no cable, one source or another helped us continue to have watchable TV. Sometimes. Now to my point. Why is the internet service for some of us in Autumn Chase and perhaps in other areas of the city of Bryan so inferior? As directed, I called the help number. But after doing so several times and developing a first-name relationship with some of the people there, and several service calls by your very helpful and professional people, Pat Wilde especially, it became quite obvious that for some of us, Bryan internet service is anything but reliable. I provided several pages of outages. Please look at them. And look at the length of some of them. Some of them in excess of an hour. Those are what we have experienced. Even after an upgrade for us, there was only slight improvement. Please note, the outages listed are scattered because we don't watch 24/7. Although my wife would tell you I probably do. But we expect the internet to be there 24/7. Isn't that what it's supposed to be? No, it's not an essential service like water and electricity and the other things that the city provides. But for some, one lady in my neighborhood in particular who's 103, it's their only connection beyond the confines of their own home. Is that right, Pat?
104.
100, okay. I stand corrected. She's the same age as Dick Long.
Oh, thank you.
It does appear that there have been fewer outages in the last few days. I'll give you that. Thank God it didn't happen during the Buckeye game. But the problem has not disappeared entirely. I talked to one of my neighbors this afternoon, and she still has, she calls it the chasing goodies. On my TV, it's one of these. Same difference. When I came here, we were known as the top of Ohio. Remember that 5,000 years ago? Please do your part to make the product you offer what it should be. I realize you don't originate it. You get it from someone else. And they get it from someone else, and so on down the line. But please, see what you can do about making it more reliable. Please. I'll shut up now.
Thanks, JB. Derek, you have any? Joe's not here, so, I mean, I was totally unaware of this, but.
Yeah. Well, JB, while you say it's not an essential service, I mean, it's something that you pay for, and it is a 24-hour service. So I think a lot of the problem is we don't really have anybody here tonight to address this, but we will take it seriously and we'll look into it.
I sure would appreciate it. For us people that are slightly past 40, the TV is a good company. And when it doesn't work, when it doesn't get what it's supposed to get, it's really frustrating. And I have nothing against the help people, the service people. As I mentioned, Pat Wilde has been to our house several times. In fact, the BMU truck was parked in the Autumn Chase just about every day for a month after the cable went away.
Yeah.
Helping people figure out what they could do, how they could do it, and helping them to understand it. But please, we expect these things from the city of Bryan. City of Bryan has always provided great service on many other things. Why should this be any different?
It's true. It's true. We'll definitely look into this.
Please.
JB, before you leave, could you leave me a phone number to contact you?
911.
I'd rather not call you there.
Used to be, not anymore.
Yeah,
You will do.
because I will definitely give you an answer to that question, probably by tomorrow.
I appreciate it.
Just the person that we need to talk to is not here today, so, but I will get you an answer.
Okay.
Okay, with that, next on the agenda is a resolution. Pat, would you number and read, please?
This is resolution number 37, 2022, authorizing change order number 2 for the power plant substation phase 1 major equipment.
As you all know, that back in April 5th, we approved a resolution for 4 different components of the major equipment and received timelines for those that everybody approved of. The GE Grid Solutions, which supplies all of our breakers, and they have in the past to all of our upgrades and substations, gave a 24 to 28 week delivery, which would approximately hit us in the middle of September through middle of October. They have recently come back through Spectrum to us that they will not be able to supply those breakers before November 28th. So Nate and Derek and I talked about all this, and so we were asking the board respectfully if we could set the date for delivery to December 31st, and hopefully they won't change that date any further. But if they do, we still gave them 4 extra weeks to try to do it. It shouldn't change our timeline, and there's no cost. The timeline thing, we have delays and lengthening of anything that we're ordering right now. So I'm hoping that even with the water department being our excavation team and things like that, that
we can work through all the stuff that's being done out there in the water lines that they're having trouble with, just to get all the civil work done by this fall anyways. So I'm just requesting that the board extend that delivery time till December 31st in order to prevent any further board action, hopefully in the future.
That's one of the top two main reasons for doing a change order. Change in a project's cost and change in the time of the delivery
Yep.
or completion of a project. So it's very common this happens.
Unfortunately, we don't have any control over supply chain issues. You're not the first one. I mean, we've got other things going on, same issues, but
Yeah, I can't wait till the transformer comes up.
yeah, yeah.
Any other questions? Have a motion to approve, please.
So moved.
Second.
Dick?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Annette?
Yes.
Karen?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jim.
Thanks.
Next is another resolution. Pat, would you number and read, please?
Resolution number 38, 2022, authorizing change order number 1 for the South High Pressure Filter Rehabilitation Project.
Yeah, this is a resolution to approve change order number 1. This is for the replacement of the manway gaskets. These gaskets are what seal the manways and the entry into the filter. It prevents water from leaking. When they took the filter out of service and removed them, they found that they were unusable and they just needed to be replaced. The original contract was $128,041. This change order is an increase of $748 with a new total of $128,789. The filter is back in service and the project is completed, so this would be the only change order.
Questions or comments? Can I have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion that we approve the change order for the filter gaskets. Number 38.
I'll second.
Karen?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Annette? Yes. Dick?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Next is a motion to approve street tree donation to Bryan Parks and Recreation Department.
This is a request by the Parks and Rec Department for $4,000 to help with planting new trees. The board has made this donation in the past several years. It helps support their tree program and it helps the city remain a tree city. Last year's donation helped plant trees along streets, in the parks, and at the retention pond.
What was the donation last year, do you recall?
I believe it was the same $4,000.
I think it's been 4,000 for the last, what, 2 years? 2 years? Yeah. Question? Can I have a motion to approve?
I will move to approve.
I will second it.
Tom?
Yes.
Annette?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Dick?
Yes.
Karen?
Yes.
Next is a request to hire a water department employee. Hi, Jackie.
Hi, good evening. We have an opening in the water treatment plant due to the promotion of Chad Fitzenoder to the supervisory role. And so this evening, we respectfully request to hire Andrew Stanley as a water treatment operator trainee. He would join us with a Bachelor's of Arts in Chemistry, as well as he has an extensive background in the smaller mechanical issues that he may come across in the water treatment plant.
Any questions for Jackie?
motion we hire Andrew.
I'll second.
Dick?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Annette? Yes. Karen? Yes. Tom?
Yes.
Next is a request to hire a power plant department employee. Jackie?
Yes. Today, 58% of the power plant employees are actually eligible to retire. In discussions with those employees, 3 of them are leaning towards retiring by the end of 2029. We have hired one as part of our succession plan. Tonight, we would like to hire the second one in part of our succession plan. This hire is in our budget as well as it's part of our strategic plan. So the employee that we wish to hire this evening is Skylar Bergman, and he will be hired as a power plant operator trainee.
Questions or comments? Can I have a motion?
So moved.
I'll second it.
Dick?
Yes.
Annette?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Karen?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Next is a request to hire a maintenance department employee.
Yes.
Jackie.
This evening, we're requesting to hire Joshua Dalton as an equipment maintenance mechanic. This does not add a position to our budget. Kevin Vollmer is retiring at the end of the year, and this will give us some overlap for some cross-training before Kevin's last day on December 31st.
I'd like to make a motion that we hire Joshua Dalton as probationary equipment maintenance mechanic. Sooner the better, so we can get him well trained by Kevin. I'll second it.
Karen?
Yes.
Annette?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Dick?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Next, to accept the resignation of an electric department employee.
Yes, on August 29th, Whit Longcore, one of our line workers, submitted his resignation effective September the 11th of this year. He has been with us since June of 2012, and he will be missed, but we wish him well.
With regrets, I'd like to make a motion that we accept Whit's resignation.
I'll second.
Dick?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Annette?
Yes.
Karen?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
And before you go on then, Jim, if we can go ahead and request to post for an electric line worker position. We would like to have one posting and one advertising with the possible intent of hiring 2 over the next 6 months or so. We have Whit that we're going to have to replace, but we also have one employee that is nearing retirement. And again, part of our succession plan is to hire within 3 to 5 years of retirement, and he is definitely within that and possibly a lot sooner. So it will depend on the candidates that Adam and Al and I are able to interview and what we receive.
I'll make a motion that we do advertise for replacements. I'll second it.
Karen?
Yes.
Annette?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Dick?
Yes.
Thanks, Jerry.
Tom?
Yes.
Next is to affect semi-monthly disbursements. Can I have a motion to pay the bills, please?
So moved.
Good.
Second.
Dick?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Annette?
Yes.
Karen?
Yes.
And last is comments from BPA and staff. Gary?
Would just like to welcome Andrew, Skylar, and Josh to the BMU team, and also thank Whit for his years of service and wish him well And also, if, like Dick said, if we can speak with you afterwards to get some information and do anything we can to help you.
Pat, you have anything
No.
you'd like to add? Al?
Thanks.
Jackie? James?
No, thank you, sir.
Tom?
Ditto to what Derek said. It's for the new members of our team and service that Whit gave us while he was here. And thank you, JB, for your comments and concerns, and it's really important to us to get those taken care of.
Just so that you all know, Tom's a lousy putter too.
We knew that.
You don't know that. Thank you.
Karen?
I'll want to say good job, and I'm glad that the South High Street pressure filter rehab is completed and well within budget and without a lot of extra costs associated with it. It's good planning for everything that could happen and staying well within the money, the budget. JBS, thank you. And I hope that it goes a long way in helping a lot of people with the same problems that you've been having. Appreciate your kind words. It's good to hear you speaking in front of a crowd again. And congratulations to Andrew, Skylar, and Joshua. Hope you all enjoy your stay here. And sorry to see you go, Whit. Wish you a lot of luck in the future. That's it.
Okay.
And I'd just like to welcome Andrew, Schuyler, and Joshua to the team, and also thank Whit for his years of service, and good luck with his next endeavor. And to JB, we will get you an answer, I promise you that. And I think you had me mixed up with somebody, because I was in Vietnam, not World War I.
I heard Spanish-American War.
Oh.
Yes, we're-
But thanks for bringing that to our attention. I appreciate that, and I will get you an answer.
Okay.
Thank you.
Annette?
Just kind of repeat what everybody else has been saying. Congratulations to Andrew, Skylar, and Joshua, and good luck to Whit on his next adventure. And yeah, we'll get you an answer, JB. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate
Oh,
it.
I'll be back if I don't.
Oh, I know you will.
That's all.
Okay. Like everybody else said, welcome to the new employees. I thank Whit for his years of service to the utility, and I hate to beat this to death, JB, but thank you for coming tonight. And we'll see what we can do to get this straightened out for you.
Thank you.
Just
With-
one-
Yes,
One more
Tom?
thing, just, I know it's of interest to a lot of people how the water tower project's coming, and I know you told us for the meeting, some of the updates, maybe somebody else would be interested in knowing too.
I know that they're very close to starting to paint. They may have already today. It was pressure washed, it was pole sanded. They need some minor repairs to it. So you should see new colors going on it very soon.
Thank you.
Anybody else? If not, I will accept a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Dick?
Yes.
Karen?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Annette?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Meeting adjourned.